folks, on the line now, we've got Between the Vines, and we have got Kevin Becky talking about the BCMA nomination for Album of the Year. How you doing, guys?
Really good, thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits that we've got a nomination. Yeah.
And rightly so as well, because you put a lot of effort in there. And I think since lockdown has happened, you could tell the quality of music has improved all the way across. That's production, songwriting, have you found that yourselves?
In our case, we're lucky that we've got such a fabulous studio that we've both worked at in the past years, pretty much 5 minutes up the road. And it's literally a world-class studio. It's great.
Oh, wow. Whereabouts are you? Where are you situated?
We're in Rochdale. It's Lisa Stansfield's studio.
Ah, right. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and it's great. It's really good.
So
it's money.
Well, it is. I mean, did you not pull any favours in there saying, hey, I used to work here? Can we?
Well, yeah.
Even with the favours, it's money.
Yeah, even with the
but it is worth it for that, that
for the quality.
But also, I was fortunate to see a live set at the FSA Fan Fest in Newark as well in the summer, and that was brilliant. How did you? I mean, have you found it since then? Has people recognised you more, or have you, has anything happened since then?
It's been really good, yeah. Because the weekend before that as well, we did Cambridge Rock.
Oh yeah,
and then the BCMA, the Fan Fest gig. So yeah, we had two really good festivals. So we've had interest from a couple of radio stations who are playing the album now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's been really good. But that has, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the album then. It ain't country enough. I mean, what's the concept behind that?
The whole album, or that song?
No, the whole album. I mean, it's quite interesting when you say that. Is that something that people have said and you've heard in passing that ain't country enough, or it doesn't belong in a country genre?
The title track, because basically there's no concept behind the album. It's just from the first album, 50 Ways to Beautiful, we had so many different players on it. We wanted something with more continuity for the second album. We wanted it to flow more, and so we've had a core of musicians to play on the whole album. We've been lucky enough to get Sarah Jory to play on a few tracks as well.
Nominated as musician.
But the title ain't country enough comes from the track that we wrote, that Becky wrote, and it's one that we did as kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek, a bit of a joke, and we put all the country cliches in, guitars, trucks, moonshine,
Buckle and boots.
But yeah. And
it does make
it actually turned out really well.
No, it does. Every time I've listened to it, it does give me a wry smile, and I thought, why not? Because you get everybody, you get the knockers in anything you do, and people say like, oh, they're not quite, and you do listen to them. There'll be somebody on stage, you're going, would you class them as country? Would you? I said, well, for me, country music is telling a story. I said,
yes.
Yeah, and it's such a wide spectrum, isn't it?
Because we are quite new to the country scene.
Yeah.
Even though this is our second album, we're still new in the whole scene of it, and we were thinking, are we too rocky, or are we too commercial, a bit poppy, and
But this nomination is definitely, we class that as progress. Like,
absolutely,
that is,
yes,
really, really made our year, really, with all the things because we released the album this year, we've done some major festivals, probably not as many of the festivals that we want to, but we still even now, after doing Buckle and Boots, FSA, Cambridge Rock, we still can't get, we've not been able to get on the British Country Music Festival and the Millport, and there's few in each time, but we hope with every year that
we're getting in there slowly but surely. We're aging in.
You've got to start somewhere with festivals, and the British Music Festival in Blackpool, that is a great event. But then you think to yourself, how do we get on that? How do we look at this? And it's like with C2C during the day in London. How do you get on that? And it's with people going, seeing you at these events.
Yeah.
you know, long roads of this world and all, and that's where you start making your mark, you know. I mean, it was quite hot at the BCMA one though, wasn't it?
The FSA, oh yeah, it was. Oh my gosh.
I keep calling it the FSA because that's what it used to be, and then we've
That's
said,
what
Yeah,
it was,
you're right.
yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's called FanFest now, isn't it?
I always say FSA because my friend, president of the BCMA, Wayne Hadlow, he's the Fort San Antone. That was how he built the festival from the Fort San Antone business and event. At Lytham, at Great Birchwood in Lytham with his family, and when that shut down, they sort of started to do these events. But then he said, right, no, let's do it at BCMA. And for the first year this year, it was the BCMA. So I naturally go into FSA.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It was a really good experience for us though. Yeah. Very, very hot though, definitely.
I'll tell you what, I mean, there was a lot of people watching it, but from outside, I think a lot of it, because it's a tin roof and the tin sides, and you're going, I wouldn't like to be performing there, but I mean,
I think the bar sales did well.
Yeah.
I think everybody was on lager intravenous, I think.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. And like I said, it's nice to have a tongue-in-cheek song as well, because people can take life too seriously, especially now. I mean, look outside what's going on, and you think, when you listen to the music, it just cheers you up. You know, fair play.
Yeah. Well, that was really important on this album. There are a few ballads on it, but I am very much all about writing songs that people will enjoy and dance to. And I'm always thinking when I'm writing, is this something that would go, I mean, one can dream, but I'm always thinking, is this something that would go down well in a stadium or in a mega venue? Like, would it, that's what I'm thinking about, how they'll come across live. And I think that the ones that do are the ones that have got that bit of humor and
yeah, it is. I mean, I wrote one a few years ago, and it was only because I was working in Liverpool once, because I don't live that far from Liverpool, and this girl come in with all the nice jewels and, you know, rings, you know, and I said, oh, one day I just made a passing comment saying, your fella must be really well off. She went, no, she said, I've got champagne taste, but he's got lemonade money. So I built a song around.
That's great.
That's a great line.
I wrote it straight away. I said, I'm having that. And then sat for 2 years, as you do, and then built a song around it. Like, and I only do it live, and it's just a good rocky honky tonky. In fact, one of the songwriters at Nashville, great songwriter friend of mine, I sent it to him. I said, what do you think? And he said, it's got Dwight Yoakam all over this. You know,
right.
Somebody can't have it. I'm having it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think you do have to have light and shade. You know, you can have your ballads, you can have your sad songs, which country music has hung its hat on for all these years. And then you can have your honky-tonky beer swigging ones. And then I've said it's multi-genre now, country, because within it, you can have what I call coffee shop country, because you can go into like Starbucks and have something in the background that's one of the acoustic kind of sounds. Singer-songwriters, and you think, you know, that's that, you know, and what we're trying to do over this side, and it's BCMA badged really, but we're running it. There's 2 events, one in Blackpool called Dirty Blondes, has one once a month. It's only a smallish bar.
Yeah, we've been trying to get on that. Yeah, I've spoke to Jean about it.
Well, don't speak to Jean. You need to speak to Wayne. Let me have a word with Wayne, because
I like the sound of this band.
I tell you. What band?
Not band, sorry. The venue. The venue.
A venue called a Dirty Blondes. What's going on?
I just realised that when I start talking, it shuts you up by accident. So I'm sorry to have interrupted you there.
No, anybody can shut me up's doing well. But no, it's a great venue. Not big, you know, but we've had, I mean, I should have played on last month, but unfortunately my mum was quite ill, and I had to give up. But we help out, and we're going next weekend on the Friday and the Saturday, and we've got like Alan Finlan and Emma Jade.
Yeah, I've seen it advertised. It sounds like a really cool venue. I like the sound of it a lot. I've messaged the guy who runs it, and I've spoken to Jean to put a good word in, but perhaps I should speak to Wayne as well.
And me, because
just keep digging. Yeah. This is what we do. We just claw our way in a bit at a time until we get
Wayne and Chris are close friends of mine anyway, so we'll do that. And Chris was actually at the BCMA FanFest as well, the lad who runs it.
Right.
Oh, good.
But yeah, he leaves all the bookings to Wayne and stuff like that. But But equally, the day after Dirty Blondes on the 30th, 29th October, the 30th, where I live in St. Helens, we're running one called Bruno's Steakhouse. And it's my brainchild. We've had one event with Preston D. Barnes and Ash Cooper, Million Ashes. We've got Alan and Emma on the day after, so it's actually given them a second gig the day after. So we'll be looking for artists in the new year, because we've got this year planned out once a month. But it is the same thing. It's the same vibe. We're building it. The scene is more of a Nashville kind of feel, you know, singer-songwriters, get up there, do your stuff. We've got videos going on in the background with rodeo riders and all that, and a great steakhouse.
That sounds good.
Oh,
it's brilliant. It's brilliant. And what we've decided to do, because the owner approached me and said, you know, she loved country music. Do you want to? I said, we'll give it a go. Give it a go. So front of house is us. Obviously, the bar, the thing is them. So how it works is, the money that's stuck on the door, 100% goes to the artists. We don't want anything. You know, from a BCMA point of view, we want to support artists like yourselves.
Oh, wow.
So
that's great.
It's split up, but it's door money, you know, and that's the way we're going around it. You know, we're saying, well, there'll always be a minimum that you'll go away with. We won't, you know, if there's only 5 people in, you know, we'll always have a minimum. But that's the way I think some clubs should go. I mean, I've been on the circuit 20 odd years, on the covers kind of circuit, and there's very few who've done it that way, and the ones who have done it, it's always worked out well to do door money. That's it, done, you know. And then you're not going to overstretch yourself from an economic point of view, but also you've got to work it where the people are not going to be disadvantaged who travel as well. So that's why we've linked in Dirty Blondes on a few of them.
Yeah, that's cool for us, because we're in Rochdale, top end of Manchester, so St. Helens is not too bad. Blackpool's not too bad for us. That's cool.
No, it's great, and like I said, the more we can support people, the better, as well, and get the music out there as well. So yeah, the first one went down swimmingly. It was really good. We're just trying to build up on it now, so we'll talk offline on that one as well. So what's around the corner for you guys? I know the awards are coming thick and fast. November the 13th, the Cavern of no less. Are you getting all bib and tucks, your dicky bow and ball gown?
I know, I'm wondering what to wear.
Check shirt and dicky bow.
Check shirt and dicky bow. Hey, there's a song.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got the gig at the Bedford, the charity one.
Living live at the living room. Yeah. James and the boys. Yeah, be good. And when's that? When is that one?
When's that one?
That's the week before. It's the 6th of November.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that'll be really interesting, because there's so many artists that have got involved on that, and so many different writers around. So we're really looking forward to meeting a few names that we're seeing constantly around the scene. And we've booked a hotel, so that's always nice.
Oh, nice one. And have you booked a hotel in Liverpool?
Have we done that yet?
No, we haven't.
Because there is like a, what do you call it, after party.
I know.
We need to sort that.
We are definitely staying over, because
we are.
The last train in Manchester,
try the Juries. Is it Juries? I think it's the Juries.
Yeah, the Juries Hotel. Yeah,
try that one. That's where
Juries
we're. That's where
we always miss out on these after parties, and we're not missing out this time.
No, last year was a bit of a one. Yeah, that was quite funny. I'll leave that one there. But it's been great to chat to you guys, and I can't wait to meet you again in person at the Cavern. I'll be doing the interviews live there with your check shirt and your dicky bow. I'll have it all going on.
Absolutely.
Well, no, congratulations on the nomination. Well deserved, in my opinion.
Thank you so much.
And,
thanks very much.
Yeah, you take care, and like I say, good luck with everything else.
Yeah,
thanks so much. Great speaking with you, pal.